Donda, Donda, Donda. Where's Donda, Kanye? I don't know why everybody's surprised that this didn't drop when he said it was going to drop. I can't be the only one on planet Earth who knew that Donda wasn't coming out when, it was announced. Because it wasn't really announced, was it? Let's be honest. Was it? For those of you who are new, not to the channel, but if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and leave a like on the video. For those of you who are new to this rollout method that Kanye is using, he does this all the time, actually. He does this all the time, guys. Like, he literally has done this for the past 3 albums. It's crazy that this is even something that people are surprised by. The most notable one, though, is The Life of Pablo. This was the exact same thing that happened. Even when The Life of Pablo was released, it was pirated first, and then the official version came out. And even after the official version came out, he released another version of it and changed the audio on Spotify. He was actually the first person to do that. And now that's kind of the norm, where there's mixing issues. They could just release an update and the new version is the official version. So yeah, thank Kanye for that. But yeah, I don't really have much to say besides I'm not surprised. I mean, I love Kanye, man. I've been a fan since the College Dropout way back in the day. And I've seen multiple phases of his career. I decided not to watch any of the streams because I want to be surprised when I listen to the studio version. I want to listen to the completed version of Donda. I want to listen to the version that Kanye wanted to release, not the one that is the rough draft. Especially, a lot of people are vocalizing that the first stream was significantly inferior to the second stream, because the second stream had a lot more features, the mixing was a lot better, and the song sounded like complete ideas, opposed to the first stream where it sounded just like a bunch of rough drafts. So I'm glad I didn't listen to the streams. And from what it sounds like, I think there's news that he went to a different stadium after the second live stream. So it sounds like he's still heavily working on it, still getting people in the studio, still a bunch of videos surfacing of them working on new songs or new versions of songs. So I don't think we're going to be getting Donda for some time. I would say definitely by the end of September we'll get it, but definitely not without a couple more fake drops. Basically, a lot of people are going by the pre-order date or the iTunes date, but people, you got to know that date has changed like 2 or 3 times since that order went up. And the date is just a date that they have to put on there. I don't think they could have you pre-order something without a date being on there, I don't think. Or maybe Kanye is giving them a date, but he knows he's not going to live up to it. And they're just putting something on there to keep people hyped up for it and, keep people talking. Because if they were to have removed the date, I think a lot of the hype would die down a little bit. So I think it's just a marketing strategy at this point by the label. Or by Kanye himself, who knows? Maybe the team just knows that this is, how you advertise a Kanye album. I think people are starting to realize that Kanye's antics have never been for the consumer, but more so for the hype of the album, which is cool. I mean, I think it's a cool thing to do, to kind of bait and switch people, even though I hate it. As a person who's a really big fan, I do think at a certain point, this is what we expect. And for the people who didn't expect it, you just haven't been paying attention. And I'm here for you. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at @IamElusive, and I'll tell you whether it's coming out or not. If he doesn't say it himself and I don't see it on Spotify, it's not coming out. Just put that into your brain. Put that in your brain right now. If it's not on streaming platforms, then guess what? It's not coming out. That's what we had to do with The Life of Pablo. The Life of Pablo was rumored to come out many times. It was scrapped. It was put back together. Many versions were released. The pirated version wasn't even the official version. There were still some changes. And yeah, I mean, even after it came out, it wasn't the final version. So just be patient, guys. Just wait. Don't worry about it releasing on a Friday. It most likely won't. Let's be honest. It'll probably release on a Sunday at 2:37 a.m. Expect the unexpected is what I would give to anybody who's not really accustomed to waiting for a Kanye album. Now, as far as what everybody's saying about the album, nothing but good things. I heard after the first stream, I was a little worried, because the critiques of the first stream is how I felt about The Life of Pablo. The Life of Pablo, on first listen, felt very incomplete. The mixing was, abysmal on the first version, and it just didn't feel like a complete experience. Even today, it still feels kind of like that, but I still enjoy it, probably because I'm a huge fan of Kanye. And some of the ideas on there are actually really cool. And the other ones that aren't, it's still Kanye, so I'm probably going to listen to it. I'm a little biased in that regard. But after the first stream, I was a little worried. I was like, oh no, is this Life of Pablo 2? But the second stream, nobody was complaining about it at all. Everybody loved it. Everybody said that a lot of the songs were beautiful, and I think there's a song about Kim Kardashian and their situation on there, which might be the last song. Who knows? I really enjoy the idea that Kanye is starting to personalize his music again, instead of, you know, kind of using the Jesus is King route where everything is existential, or however the fuck you say that word. I don't know English. I probably need a dictionary. Regardless of that, I'm excited to hear Kanye talk about some of the things that's been going on, where he's at in his head, how his family's doing, how he's doing emotionally. I mean, Kanye is at his best when he's his most vulnerable, because nobody can touch how he expresses himself, whether it's sonically through the music or directly through the lyrics. I think he is the best, and he's the best at putting people in the studio together to convey an emotion. And that's why every Kanye album that's ever been released, I have to listen to it, even if I don't like it. Very similar to, you know, Yeezus. I could listen to an album I don't like by Kanye and listen to it over and over and over again and determine whether or not I like it or dislike it. And Yeezus, honestly, I disliked it for a very long time, but over the years, I really enjoy that project quite a bit. Like, I don't think Kanye has a bad album besides Jesus is King. And for being completely honest, that should not count. The same way that people will say More Life doesn't count for Drake. Let's be honest, Jesus is King does not count for Kanye. Let's be honest. Please don't count that, please. Besides that, that's all I really have to say about the Donda situation. I'm really excited for the album. I know it's probably going to be in my top 5 albums of the year. I will be releasing a top albums of 2021 list sometime within the next month before it's too late, and then at the end of the year I'll release an updated version, but I do want to just give my opinion on some of the albums that I haven't made a video on that I've listened to, because I listen to the majority of the projects that do come out in the hip-hop community and a lot of R&B. I'm a huge R&B fan. I don't know if any of you know that, but I am. So that's everything I have to say. Hopefully I will eat my words and the release date is right around the corner for Kanye. If it's not, I told you so. But when it does come out, you won't want to miss my reactions on Twitter while I'm listening to it, while you wait for the video, because I will be doing a full reaction. Go follow me on Twitter at I am elusive, and that is where you can see a lot of my comments about Kanye, you know, Drake. There's been a lot of hoopla about Kanye versus Drake, and I'm telling you, that's a bad idea. And just anything that has to do with music or life in general. I be tweeting some random shit, so don't miss out on that. And get my followers up, man. Go ahead and subscribe on the YouTube channel too for more videos. Go ahead and hit the post notification bell and like the video. Help support your boy. But besides that, like I always say, enjoy the music while you can. Thanks for watching, and peace.